Yeah.
Maybe we'll move on from Umbop for quite some time.
Yeah, probably good idea.
Have we received any weird fan mail yet?
We haven't really got an address for people to send fan mail to, I guess.
Okay, what about any website, any weird messages or anything posted?
The weirdest thing we've had is like when we went to Japan, we had like a lot of stuff like left at the hotel for us by fans. I mean, this is Japan, we've never been there before. We get there and people are leaving stuff at our hotel. We did 2 shows.
It was like homemade keyrings at like the front of our 7 inches.
Which, you know, we hadn't been selling for like a good couple of years. Like one of our first kind of 7 inches. And they'd made these things, keyrings out of the front cover, and gave us these kind of Japanese like scarf things, and yeah, that was pretty cool.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
We'll buy some free stuff there.
Yeah. Free stuff's the best stuff.
Stuff cooked for us before, that's good. Food.
Or just before a gig?
Yeah, like man brought us like literally a feast before one of the gigs.
I'm thinking like someone just randomly coming up to you with a quiche or something. Is it that sort of experience?
Well, it was a Spanish omelette actually, but it was very nice. We did know her previously, but we only know her as a fan. Nothing like from her being a fan of the band.
So you haven't eaten tonight, you're just expecting someone downstairs to get some food for you?
Yeah, we kind of turn up to every venue waiting for someone to give us some food.
I wouldn't trust that nothing.
You'll have a gun in it!
Okay. On your website, you've been described as both distorted pop and power pop. Is that different to how you started off, how you thought you saw yourself from the very beginning?
Yeah, I mean, like when we first started, we were kind of like a pop punk band almost, and then we discovered Biffy Clyro when we were like 15, 16, and then it all changed and we started becoming a bit more, I don't know, indie and a bit more, I guess, that kind of Scottish rock scene.
Okay.
And that's where it kind of changed really, when we got heavily into like Biffy and Idlewild and stuff like that.
So it's sort of a natural evolution sort of change?
Yeah, I mean like, pop punk to sounding like a rough Scottish rock band was kind of not probably the most natural things, but we were young at the time and just figuring out what to sound like. Yeah, exactly. And then we kind of, because we always felt, I think, a little bit uncomfortable playing pop punk because we're from Aberdeen, Scotland. So like, yeah, there was always probably something there that was like, yeah, this is fun, but we're not really, you know, it's not ingrained in us, and I think kind of emotional rock probably is in Scotland. It's kind of the big thing in Scotland. It's kind of a popular sound. So once we discovered that, then we kind of took it from there, and it's kind of been evolving ever since.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so we've got a few questions from Twitter. Bethany Evans wants to know what the hardest song in Scatterbrain to develop. What was it?
Oh, the hardest probably Hurt With Me.
Yeah, that was kind of half developed in the studio. I mean, the song was there, but it was, you know, a lot of things changed and sort of worked out as we recorded it.
So how long did it take to actually make that one, would you say?
Well, there was pre-production as well on that song. Like, it completely changed. So, I mean, we changed it in the practice room, and then when we got to New York, the structure was fine, but then just like kind of individual parts, so probably, I don't know, it did take a wee while to kind of nail, and there was little drum bits as well.
And the whole bass line changed pretty much. But you know, we were pretty happy with it. Yeah, it sounded like a new crowd. Yeah, one of the ones.
Just because it's got that kind of Frankenstein feel about it, it still feels fresh to us because, you know, Mike had such a big hand in kind of changing the arrangement of it. So yeah, it's still kind of exciting rather than that. It's almost like we didn't write it, but we did.
Okay, we've got Hannah wants to know who the little boy on the front of your debut album is. That's it. There we go. When was that taken?
Probably
17th birthday, wasn't it?
last week. 1988. or 6. I don't know. I don't know how old I was, but pretty young. A long time ago.
And the last one I got from Twitter is Amy Morris wants to know what your favourite battered food is.
Amy.
No.
Hadouken's awesome.
Mars bar?
Yeah, have you ever had a battered Mars bar?
Yeah, I have heard about it.
How good are they?
They are really good.
Yeah, they're the best. Like, it's really weird. Like whenever I get into a conversation with someone down south about a battered Mars bar, it's kind of really infuriating because they're trying to tell me that it's not good when they haven't tasted it. It's like, yeah, but you're so wrong. It's like literally the greatest thing because you don't taste the batter. It's just like a melted Mars bar.
Does it work with any others, or is it just Mars bar?
I think it probably does.
It would probably work, but you know,
That's
Mars
the
bar-
classic.
It's just classic. I just get for that.
It's mainly to do with the hot caramel, I
Yeah.
think, and the chocolate. So yeah, you can probably do it with like, you can batter anything. You can like, there's a place in
That's the catchphrase.
Edinburgh that batters everything, like battered pizza, battered broccoli. Like literally any.
Just in case you want to pretend to help you.
You get the drift. Yeah. They batter anything, absolutely anything. So.
We used to batter like cheeseburgers. So the burger with the cheese and then battered at college, when I was at college, you could buy battered cheeseburgers for that.
That sounds really nice, actually.
It was nice. I think the further you go south, the more battering is kind of done,
Right.
and north. So polar ends, you know, like opposite ends of the country. Like,
How drunk do you have to be until you order the battered cheeseburger?
well, I got it because it was, you know, at college it was like oh, what's this? Like a battered cheeseburger. I'm trying that.
So a rite of passage sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Have it once and then, you know, don't never go back.
That makes me feel so gross.
Okay, so we'll leave on one last one. What's the best joke you know?
Do you guys watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that Marty Funkhauser joke in my head, but it's way too long.
I can only think of 2 jokes.
Okay.
Neither of them are rude. Is that
That's fine.
going to be a problem?
It's all good.
Wait. What do you get? How many surrealists does it take to change a light bulb?
No idea.
A fish.
I like it.
And
You didn't ask me.
no, it's right. And why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize? Because he was outstanding in his field.
I thought that was it.
The only 2 I know.
I don't laugh much, so. Yeah.
We're mirthless.
Yeah. If someone says I've got a joke, just stop. Stop right there. I'm not going to enjoy this.
Stop, walk away.
Yeah. No, I think all the jokes in it are quite long, so. Yeah.
Okay, what about a good story instead?
A good story. My life. So dull.
You've got to save all the stories for good songs.
Yeah.
That would be just sort of like cheating people out of good songs.
Yeah, right.
Here's a funny story though. We were on tour with a band called Funeral for a Friend, and we were playing in Cambridge. Cambridge. Yeah, we were playing in Cambridge, and just before we went on, they were playing Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Yeah.
And it was quite a big venue, and it was packed, and like it just got to like the pinnacle. Of
They
the
were
song.
loving it. They were loving
They
it.
were going crazy, and it just got to the bit for me.
To the rock.
And just as it kicked in the chorus, the sound guy to us, the monitor guy was like, "You guys good to go?" We were like, "Yeah." And they cut it just bang on there for me, dude. And just like that was it. And everyone in that room started booing.
As we were walking
Yeah, like we were behind the curtain and everyone started booing and it was like, oh, right, let's just go. They'll cheer up when we walk out. We walked out and they kept booing. Thank you. But then we were saying after that, if we were real professionals, we would have known that song and kicked back in
Just
with
kick
it.
straight into it, right?
That would have been so awesome.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
Didn't work out, so yeah.
Well, cheers to that, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.